My goal when I'm photographing a person is to capture a representation of who they really are. I want to use my gear and my processes and all that stuff, get out of the way and really capture the essence of who that person is. To do that, as a photographer, you start with listening and watching. Every person is different. Both the subject and the photographer come in with goals and expectations and fears and dreams and weaknesses and hopes. But I really believe that our core goal as a photographer is to validate our subjects and let them feel seen and heard. When you work that connection, the subject starts to trust you, and you can direct them to get better photos, and they bring their truer self to the camera. There are a lot of uses for photography. So a journalist or something like that might be trying to tell a story, or maybe they're trying to show the brokenness of somebody. But in portrait work, you're usually trying to bring out the best in somebody. You're trying to show the way that they want themselves to be represented. If I'm photographing a lawyer who's in criminal law, they may want to come across as more intimidating. Where if I'm photographing a family attorney, they might want to be really, really approachable. So when people see their portrait, they think that you could bring their family law issues to them. So sometimes your subjects will dictate how they want to be portrayed, but a lot of times as a photographer, it's your job to draw that out of them. So that's why I say your first job is to come into a situation and to listen and to observe and see what it is you're even trying to photograph. When I say all this, I want to preface that I'm based in the Midwest. I'm in a predominantly Caucasian evangelical culture, and most of my work reflects that. And you may find that you're in a different niche and your clientele is different, but I wanted to at least put it out there that what I'm speaking from is coming from that place. And I think we all need to keep pushing ourselves to think outside of our bubble. Beauty is the most important thing for me when I'm photographing my female clients. In other words, if I took the most incredible photo of my wife and the sunset was perfect, the composition was interesting and balanced, and the light was exposed perfectly, and there were dolphins jumping in the back out of the water, but she felt like her arm was fat, or she felt like she had a double chin, she would never use that photo. On the other hand, if I took a great photo of her, but somebody was in the background kicking a puppy, you'd like try to find a way to crop that out. And so what I say that I found that my clients, the most important thing for them is that they look good in the photo. All the other things need to happen as well, but if that first thing isn't done, the rest of it doesn't really matter. The next is a big generalization. That my number 2 point is that my male clientele in general, the most important thing for them in a photo is that I would be confident and we get it done quickly. I think very few people love being in front of the camera and want to be there for a really long time. So this applies to everybody. But I think that the main thing that I try to do when I shoot my male clientele is move quickly. I think that this formula, that if at the core you're able to take the best version of people and make them beautiful and do it quickly, that is the way to success in photography.